Well, joining us tonight for a rare Tuesday appearance,
right.
Political analyst Senator Bob McKnight. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Ann.
All right, we wanted to have you come in clearly because it's a very important night. We have the Iowa caucuses this evening.
Yes.
What should we be looking for?
And I think, unlike what most of our viewers might expect, I don't think the winner is what we're looking for, although we don't know who the winner will be. But it'll probably fall within the three front runners, Romney, Paul, or Santorum. I think the real focus, though, is who loses. Which candidates fare so badly that their money will dry up. I think there's a very good chance that both Governor Perry and Congresswoman Bachmann would. Huntsman is actually not campaigning, as I understand it. He is devoting all of his attention to New Hampshire. The other reason he might stay in the race is he has a very significant personal financial wealth, and he could probably weather at least one more primary and possibly more than that.
Do it on some. So you think we could see Bachmann and potentially Perry drop out after this?
Yeah, and it's hard to believe, especially Perry, when you think of the momentum he came in with. It really does underscore the message that these debates really matter, and if you cannot convey your message clearly, succinctly, without stumbling, no matter how much fanfare you come in with, you won't fare well.
And you're alluding to that because, of course, he didn't fare so well in the debates.
Yes, that's right. And I think there are occasionally slip-ups, misunderstandings, and we've even had a couple with Romney. I think at one point there was something about a $10,000 bet, but when it becomes repeated, especially on very, very important issues, it is usually not forgiven.
Getting back to the caucuses,
yes.
Do we expect any new issues to come out of this tonight?
And I don't think so. You know, we got to keep in mind, these folks have been at it for over a year. Now, I do think, however, if Paul does as well as they think he will, I think there's going to be a refocus and a drilling down into his foreign affairs position. As I understand it, the congressman is quite an isolationist, even to the extent of not wanting to attack the countries from which terrorists come. So I think that could be an issue on the jobs. I think both Gingrich and Romney, they're both pretty smart people, will probably tie the whole economy issue to tax reform.
Okay, for people who might not really understand what the caucuses are,
right.
Tell us a little bit about it, and really what else should we be learning from the caucuses?
Good question, Ann, and I know you and I have talked about it a little bit. Unlike just a simple private voting that most of us experience, it's my understanding in Iowa, if there really is a dialogue, a conversation. Now, each candidate has a spokesperson come into a room, make the presentation, actually answer question and answers. That's the reason the ABC feed, before you and I started this, pointed out there's some 40, almost half of the people in Iowa that clearly have said, you know, I really haven't made up my mind, so it's still wide open.
Interesting. A very different process than perhaps what Florida and Georgia voters are used to, but an interesting one.
Yes.
Senator, thank you so much.
Thank you,
and we'll
Ann.
see you again tomorrow for our regular segment.
Look forward to it.
All right, we'll be right back after this.